All right. God bless you, each one. Pauletta, thank you. Happy day, John and everyone. What a nice thing. Thank you. Happy day to you too, Pauletta. Jay, all right. Thanks for being on, Jay, and thanks for the support. Happy day. All right, good crew here. How does that thing go again here? John 3:3. Right, John 3:3. Those numbers. Truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Here's another one. Matthew 18:2-4. He called a little child to him and placed the child among them. And he said, truly, I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever takes this lowly position of this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Jamie made it. All right. Hope you made it back to Canada. Are you in Canada yet? I think you're supposed to be back. All right. Hope that was a nice, happy traveling for you back. And you too, Jay. And Alan. All right. God bless everyone. Happy day. Good to have you here. Pamela, thanks for the support, Pamela. Greetings, John and all. Wonderful. Frank and Gina are here. Greetings. Nice. Alan, baptism videos will be uploaded to Tammy very soon. That sounds wonderful. And they'll go up on a channel and all that. And I'll be doing some updates to the website eventually once I recover a little bit. Yeah, that's exciting. Jason made it too. All right, Jason. And Jay. Back into Foxhole. All right, Jay. Jamie, you're in Canada. Good. Love meeting everyone in this group. Wasn't it wonderful? I agree completely. It was great. And that's a good recap all on its own. I'm less stunning face to face, probably. But you each are very unique and focused on the truth, and it's great to have you here when you're here. You get to see the place. I mean, this place is a very nice place. So this place, I'm not even in this place. I'm not in Florida right at the moment. But I'll be back. Going back tomorrow. I need a quick break. But I will be back to paradise shortly. Glad you made it back. It was great to see everyone. I'm looking forward to doing it again sometime. Consider yourself on the committee to get together again if you got together. And we'll make it happen at some point. But it was really great. I think this year will be, say, a year of change for the people that got baptized this year. Like year of change is coming up. Your convictions, your decision will be tested. That's just the way it is. Think about everyone that got baptized, before India went to India, stuff like that. A lot happened to them in 1 year. So the same kind of think it should be applied for your year coming up if you just got baptized. So keep that in mind, people. All right. That's normal. Like, you want to make a change. I'm going to change. I'm going to come to God. I'm going to make it onto the spiritual hierarchy. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. All right, then. Well, that means changes happen. So your life changes. And then, you make the decision that it's like, okay, the first year's like probationary. But really, it's like 7 years, and then the eighth year you're in it. But each year you're doing work. Jamie, you're great to be around. Oh, what a nice thing to say. So are you, Jamie. What a gift to get some changes in perspective from you. A perfect master who removes the blocks. Yeah, and you were intelligent and in the right state of mind to come down and hear the truth and make and apply the truth to your life and make those changes. So that's really are you. I just like Bear Mama says, a perfect master only has the truth to give. It's your life. You make the decisions and so on. So it's not easy to bring your life to a perfect master and then get feedback, because you're willing to tell him or her all the difficult, delicate things that you're tangled with and can't untangle. So, and then you get some untangling information, and then you got to go do the untangling. Right? Yeah. So, that's what I'm talking about. Look for this coming year to, you know, uh, be the opportunity for growth that you asked for. God will do God's part, and you're gonna do your part you asked to happen. So, look for those things, and you're go merrily down the stream that you asked for. Don't fight. Okay. Jay, please forgive me for getting to the pilgrimage late. It was not my intent. It has chipped a tooth and cut my tongue and was in kind of pain. Had to wait a few days. I understand. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me. That's okay. It was good to have you. Reagan, the great mama. Cutest little girl. All right, Reagan. Thanks for sharing your little lady with myself and the other pilgrims. That was super sweet and kind of you to do that because she is a little late. What a great name. So what a sweet thing to do. And I got my turn to hold the cutest little lady, and that was a great moment, a couple of moments. So thank you. Thank you for that. Jay was too embarrassed to say anything. You don't need to be embarrassed, dude. Things happen like that. Worry about it. But thank you. Thank you for that. So it was really, a great time to gather and share what's important in your life, your time, your energy, your loved ones, your experiences, and what's going on in your life. That's what you can share, and everyone that came shared that. So that was very sweet of you to do that. Thank you. Uh, thanks for making it such an easy thing to do. The Poe family got such a wonderful Airbnb and such a centralized location. We're all able to go over there and invade them, and they acted like they liked it. So it was good. It was good. A total invasion, but it was wonderful to be able to hang out together and share our time and experiences. It was great. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thanks for all the very caring uh, ways that you took the time to share what was important in your life and everything. Thank you to the young men who were, showed us how to get the water moving in a pool and have a good time. We needed all that. So everyone that came, it was great to have you. And we get to meet Dee Dee. What? That was great. And Romeo. Fantastic. Pamela, we did it was wonderful. Yes, you really did. You really made it so wonderful. Thank you. Uh, I made this video like it's gonna be a recap of everything, but how can we recap? We did it, and there's really no substitution for getting together for gathering. There's no substitution for it because we really are doing so much of this with either on our own or with very few people. Pope family is such a, stronghold of truth and cool people. It's got a tight little group of people, but most of the rest of us are two, maybe, uh, and usually one. So it's great, wonderful to get together, spend time, share our experiences. People could come for one day, Roxy and her family and stuff. Different people. However much time you did come for it, it was great to have you. Fantastic. So thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for everyone that made it happen, making food, getting the groceries to happen, uh, buying us dinner, all the wonderful things everyone did. It was really, you made it so pleasant. And you made it just about, what was kind of people are individually going through and needed to go through. And so you really held a space for that. Everyone did. Like, uh, you know, individuals need a little time with me, and then also everyone needed time with each other. So I think it had that, and I try to remain flexible to who was coming and going, where were they going to be, and stuff like that. Uh, you're here for the day, you're here for a week, etc. So it was good to be flexible, and thanks to everyone for remaining flexible, so we could just get as much time together as we could have. So I think that was great. Thank you. Uh, Asked a lot of good questions, brought up a lot of good issues, met a lot of great people. It was really wonderful. If I try and say everyone, I'll probably leave someone out, and that'd be horrible. So everyone that came, it was really amazing. So it was nice to be around a baby. The little ones always bring us to the truth. And I've been thinking about this. A few of us got to meet Gypsy. Very interesting. Yeah, you got to go to the drum circle, see the characters that I talk about, and I like it because it's like set up, and you're able to stand there, and I'm able to just dissect what's going on and show what's happening out there in a microcosm right in front of you, and you can apply it to your situation wherever you go. So it's good to meet the characters that are local to me, like Gypsy, and the rest of them, and see the whole thing, and then apply the principles that you can see that they're explaining before you back to your own situation. Right, come to the gathering, uh, hear each individual's experience, seeing how it's all being played out in our own individual spots, but also seeing the principles, the similarities, the rules, the game, all of that that's really going on for real. So it's a way to do it, and to do it in a nice place where you get to jump in the water and be at the beach and it's nice or relaxed and not too crowded and just physically wonderful, because that helps ease the jarring kind of like deprogramming feeling of being lied to your whole life from everyone, intentionally and not intentionally. You're trying to get over that and accept accept the proof. So it's good to be around wonderful, warm, caring people in a place that's physically making it a little easier to be happy while you're going through that process. So I don't know. That's the way I feel about it. So good to have you all in the Sarasota area. So thank you for coming. The war emotion, I bet. I came to the area, it was like, that's it, I'm moving. It took a little while, but I was like, that's it. That war emotion got me too. So funny. Um, but I mean, really, I think I was making a joke a few times on the pilgrimage, like it's everyone's just, they come to hear about 64-year time loop, and like me too, all I wanted to do is debunk the time loop, that it's like the more you try and do it, the more all you do is find more, just more of the same. It's like, so it's kind of like once you find out the script, it's more just accepting it. Accepting it is takes a bit. If you're only doing it on your own, it's very difficult. And then if you come down to the drum circle and see they understand the 64-year time loop just keeps on happening over and over. And they're not worried. They're not like, there's nothing that's got them down so they can't perform their character. Nah, and they're for real. You hang out with them enough. It's like, no, that's just the way that they're not concerned about the end day at all. It's also restart day. I mean, it's not a problem the way they see it. They've been through it so many times. It's not look at them, they're fine. You see? It helps to experience and witness that they know and they're fine. So you flew home over to Calgary Airport, seeing the brown checkerboard fields, thinking, why do people live here? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's once you dip your feet in that ocean down there. I got on the plane and I'm up north for a little bit, just for a couple days, and I'll be right back tomorrow. Oh my God, from the air, seeing West Florida from the air on a sunny day in May, so beautiful. It's just staggering. It's really staggeringly beautiful. So I want to thank the press and the mainstream media for giving it all the bad PR. Don't come back everywhere. I mean, I guess Jamie can come back, but I'm just saying it's so nice. How are you leaving? How's anyone leave? I can't do it. Only for short periods of time. Anyway, yeah, I like it there. And it was great to have you all come visit. So thank you. Thank you. And, I think different individuals had I think what happens is you get more clarity within yourself from that experience. Like all this sort of underbrush is chopped away and you have a lot of clarity. Uh, like where you jump into war motion, hang out there for like half hour, you're like, wow, you're seeing things more clearly. And you're not seeing whatever briars or brambles you were caught up in the way you were. You could see them from afar. And, when you're in another spot and you're just kind of reviewing your situation and see uh, what's going on with it. For some, it's like, my life is amazing. Thank you, God, for making it amazing. you know, and we have that to share. And there is a part of that for everyone. And you're also like, okay, I see some things I want to make a change in. I learned from others when I had this time together with others. It's wonderful. Uh, Everyone's got something different to bring, and the interacting with, you take these principles of truth and apply them to your life, and we all have a different life, so you get to share. Oh, I applied them this way. This is how I'm doing it this way right now in front of you, and we get to experience all that. So wonderful time together. uh Really good. Yeah, I really, I don't know how you go up there either. It's amazing. uh but I went a little bit north myself to see the grandson area up to North Carolina, but I'll be gone soon. It was just a 2-hour plane trip with no changes, so that was good. And again, tomorrow back. So, okay. So we find ourselves in all these cycles. Okay, let's try and do a gathering next year. That's a cycle. A week is a cycle. A day is a cycle. Everything is built on cycles in here. Some of it, because our memory is wiped, we don't consider a part of the cycles in here. But once you uh, understand the truth and accept it and really kind of process it, you see that these cycles are happening within a bigger cycle, or just a cycle you were not aware of. All the little cycles, you're like, what? There's seasons and there's a year. That doesn't in any way disharmonize you from anything. It's just what you're taught and there's no deprogramming there. There's seasons, different seasons. There's a year, there's weeks, a calendar, the clock is ticking around. None of that stuff bothers you. Just finding out about the reset. Okay, well, what do you think all those things were pointing to? You find out about the cycle that's going to go on, and you're going to have your memory wiped, or you're not, or whatever is going to happen. Uh, Different individuals have a different experience. Some remember everything, go back to their character. Okay. And I had a lot of questions about this when people were down. So that's why I wanted to touch on it today. And it was great to be around a little baby, right? So, because these cycles are, if you talk about the human cycle starts when you're, young, and it ends when you're old. That's the human cycle of an age, right? We find ourselves in an age, 64 years. During the gathering we had this year, my Persia's birthday was 64. I mean, come on, whatever. You can't even make that stuff up. So it's important to look at all the different seasons and cycles that were completely, uh, I would say, inured to there's no discontinuity feeling within us. There's continuity because it's continuous, right? Oh, a year goes into seasons. Okay, that makes sense. Great. You know, to everything, turn. Okay, I see all this. But then when you see a shortened amount of space of time, and that time just continues around and around, you understand that time is really real. It is really real if it could start and stop on a dime. These cycles are, uh, they're not a part of what you thought they were, in a straight line of time, which we're told they're not a part of that. So knowing there's a 64-year time loop, that reveals God completely. Like that completely rips back all the veils to the whole game. It's like, yeah, there's 64-year time. Like, yeah, look at all this stuff. You're like, wait, what? Uh, but that's the way it is, and that's the way each cycle has an ending. Okay, today, whatever day, I don't know, whatever day it is, today is the first day of spring or the first day of winter. It's very clearly defined cycles in here. Uh, Monday, right? That's a day of the week. It's not Tuesday. Monday's Monday. Tuesday's Tuesday. Right? 1 week long, 7 days. Like it all has certain rules. It starts and it stops, and time is very much a part of this game. But that we're in a 64-year time loop. Like I say, time is definitely not a part of God. Like it's not. It's an overlay that God puts down. Like, but also isn't a part of it. Obviously, if God is making a 64-year time loop, well, God isn't relegated to just that definition of what God is in a 64-year time loop. God created a 64-year time loop, but that isn't God. Uh, and so the limitations that we see, oh my God, look at it. The world is so immense, the ocean is endless. Look at all the stars, and look at all the houses, and look at all the trees and birds and all the ants. There's infinite bugs. You don't see how finite our situation is if you're looking to those seemingly infinite parts of the very finite, exactly finite time loop. And so you see, you know, you begin to let the narrative take hold when you're young. After a child takes in anything they're told, it gets programmed, and so you end up thinking it's all true. So that's why I want to show these loops are real, and it's you have to be born again to be a Christian. That's what they're always talking about, born again. And there's stuff in the Bible that says that just read about being a child. So what does that say? That's talking about the time loop, isn't it? Isn't that talking about the time loop? Hey, you're gonna have to become a child. They'll say again, but you have to be like a child. It's like, yeah, well, you're gonna be a child again. I'm gonna be a child again, right? What am I gonna do about it? I am gonna get my memory wiped. That's what I'm gonna do about it. I'm not gonna do anything about it. It's gonna be done to me. That's just the way it is. Oh, go win the game again. Get a little tired out from that. My goodness. Tell a couple people that wanted to hear about it and no one else. And that's what I'm gonna do about it. Oh my goodness. But so now that I won the game, I mean, really, what am I supposed to do? I got 8 years, a little bit plus. Uh, what I don't know what what miracles you want to be here. So I'm gonna be here, not killable. See you Sunday, and then prove that what I'm saying is real. So what is it to become like a child? That's what we have to do. Well, first of all, you're gonna get your memory wiped like a child. You're gonna get reprogrammed. And isn't that kind of like pushy as far as wanting to get it done this lifetime? It's like, so I'm not going to get any more knowledge or any more, let's see, what's the word? Thinking skills, wisdom. Like, I'm short on time all the time. And so I got to get it done. I mean, doesn't that concern you that going to have the going to be not like a child, going to be sent into a child's body with no memory of anything prior, regardless of whether you want to or not. So doesn't that give you great impetus for solving this situation as fully and completely as possible? I mean, for me, it did. For me, it did. Now I'm like, it's solved, and mine is so solved. I know, yeah, who else is going to do this for everyone? So for me, it's like solved like that. For you, baptism is an opportunity. True baptism from, the top of the spiritual hierarchy. That's you made it. You did that work. You showed up. Congratulations. And so your scales, your debits and credits, wiped clean, empty on both sides. You took the time to talk with me, to meet with me. You heard the good, you heard the bad. You see the good, you see the bad. You don't have too much in either side. You're like, okay, that's reality now. I don't have too many thoughts from way over here about who Jack is or what Jack is or what the truth is. Oh, wait, I hung out with him. It wasn't, it was okay. It wasn't what I was thinking, but it's the way it is. So now you're able to take that information and it's going to propel you to change in your actions every day. So eventually you meet with God, right? You cannot see what did we say, what did we just read? Can't see the kingdom of heaven unless you're like a child. So if you're like a child means, oh, you're going to have your memory wiped. Not for them, but that's what they think of, right? Oh, what, like a child. Oh, okay. You come into this world, you're like a child. They have a memory wipe. Can be programmed this way or that way, depending on who's around you, who talks to you, whatever, like that. And so that's the way it's got to be. You got to come in and play the game like that. Them is talking to them. These passages is talking to them. Hey, can't see God, can't see heaven, can't do the only things that matter, right? You're gonna get stuck here. You're gonna get marooned inside Earth Dome again, unless you change your ways and eventually become like a child. What else become like a child? Like a baby can't is can't really do anything much of anything but make noise, really, pretty much. Can't. You're completely reliant on others, right? You're reliant on God, or you're reliant on uh, uh, w- uh, the trustees for God, right? The trustees. I'm going to trust you with this baby. And you're like, okay, I'm the mother, I'm the father, trustees for God. So that's what you become like, right? You have this baby entrusted to you. You got to watch over him, and should be teaching them the truth, like, but nobody knows it, so it's very hard. So you can see these cycles within a cycle. Each character has its own cycle. Each character is uh, destined to hear not a word about the truth. Another lifetime, memory wipe, on they go infinitely. Interact with the truth and say, no, no, it's not for me, not for me, not for me. Okay, not for you. You remember your lifetimes and you want to continue remembering them. You're very tuned and tied to your character as if you think it's you. It's not. You're playing a character, but you're so tuned to that character, you don't want to give up that character. That's them. That's their situation of why they don't want to become like a baby, memory wiped. They're just, they understand who they are. They don't know who they're not. Like, hey, well, you want to door number 3? You want to know what's behind there? What, one of them? They don't remember anything. I don't want to be like them. It's like, but eventually they do. And you get kicked up the ladder all the way up and out of here. Eventually, each character must change into another slot. It has to happen. So, seeing the whole thing makes you eventually, the dome is spinning above your head. The seas are coming in and out twice a day as God breathes in water in and out of the ocean, and the air is cleaner here. Although everybody is burning a whole lot of everything. It's impossible. This whole place is impossible. It just reveals that God is real. And we're here to, as best as we can, adhere to the principles of the game that get us out of here and not come back. It is wonderful to visit with people. It is wonderful to see you and so on. But all I want for you is you get back to God, because this place is, even, Sarasota has its bad days. Real estate's dropping. So, nothing is paradise here. It really isn't. God is. The goal is to get to God. If you come down here and you get all beautiful days, it's not beautiful every day. It's still, you're hungry, it gets dark, there's time, etc., etc. You want to get back to God. Mark Bennett. Hi, John, from the New York area. Okay, Mark. Good to have you, Mark. How did you stumble upon the truth? Oh, wow. This channel is completely shut down from the outside uh, earth. Good to have you. Oh my God, it was so funny to meet with Martin Goman. What a nice guy, super smart guy. And to sit next to him and to have tracked that I saw 1 month or 2 when we were tracking we're trying to do that uh, affiliate program. It just got mashed up by people wanting to use it on their first purchase all the time. But I was shocked to find out Martin is like bringing us half of the people in the school. It's like, dude, what? Incredible, incredible. And that was a while ago, but still incredible, incredible. And then that was a couple of years ago when I tracked that. And then to see him and to hear from him that he has never done paid advertising. You can just get a message out there on the internet and you're not blocked and you don't pay. Say what? Never heard of such a thing ever. That's never happened to me, you see. So it's such a experience to be like, wow, that you're a human and that's going on. Amazing. So that's just for me. I learned a lot out there. Like, yeah, I'm super blocked. So it's good to have you here, Mark. I don't know how you found the truth, but like, I guess God loves you. Jay Martin is the best. Yeah, Martin is awesome. But man, he's got it super easy. He's got it so easy. It was great to learn that he has it so easy, and for all the help that he's sending this way. But eventually we're going to get it hard at some point once you get into the truth. But I'm actually really happy to see that everyone's sort of having an easy time of it out there who's taken on to this work. Like things have sort of shifted over to be like, okay, let's not try and destroy them just for knowing the truth. It's out, right? It got sent out of Wuhan or whatever. The truth fibers got sent out somewhere, Florida, Wuhan, somewhere like that. I don't know. And so they're kind of like not put a big gate around it, put a giant wall around it for sure. But it's like we can't kill them inside the wall, so we're just going to keep the wall up. In fact, just grow that wall taller. But it's nice to see Martin and Gomez out over on the other side of the wall and come in to visit. Like there's a gateway in and out of here, and he found it. That's great. Let's keep moving non-drugs through that tunnel across the border. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody through. Here we go. Everybody go through the tunnel. Here we go. It's like, oh, it's wait, somebody new in the tunnel. Oh, hey, Mark Bennett. All right. George made it. Yeah, George is great to have here too. So I don't know. I'm pretty. For me, it was great to see everyone. It totally, absolutely wears me out to hold space, spiritually for everyone and keep a neutral space where I'm able to hear from you and answer what you need to have answered without me playing the game for you, right? I try to expose what the principles are that are at play in the situation you're asking about so you can make a very informed, easy decision. And that choice that's bothering you at the moment, but also for other choices coming up. Once you have the principles, you simply apply them. Then we have a heart, so we got our heart into certain situations that we're going to have it's going to be, set boundaries for what's acceptable based on the principles of reality that we were lied to, but now we know what they are. So we're like, okay, I'm going to set boundaries based on these principles. And, we are the ones that start putting up the wall. Hey, don't mess with me inside the wall here. Okay, thank you, thank you. And I'm seeing for myself and others because of that, like long-standing problems are beginning to sort themselves out, which is great to see. So I'm happy to see that in each individual that decided to come for this. Because what's the spiritual hack, right? This is the spiritual hack. What a pilgrimage is. Oh, going to a perfect master, right? Avatar, whatever. Go to them and take your time away from your life. Go take a pilgrimage, a visit, and leave. Right? That's a pilgrimage. I'm gonna go visit. I'm gonna be there while I'm there, and then I'm gonna leave. Okay. So what's the spiritual hack? The hack is, oh, I'm gonna take some time away from my life, take a pilgrimage to be more with God. Yes? Okay. Take away for time away from life to be more with God. So it's a hack while I'm gone, God's gonna fix my life because hey God, I'm going to see you. You can come see me and you fix everything over here. That is a spiritual hack of a pilgrimage. It does happen. It's required to happen. It's a rule of the universe. It's a rule of the game. It is a rule. So if you go to with God with your heart fully and you leave your life unattended momentarily, you return to your life, you will see changes there if you went on pilgrimage in that way. And that's why you went. And then you came back, you'll see changes immediately, but then you also see them play out. I'm telling you, mainly over the next year, of course, longer, but like the next year will be a major change due to your decision to do that. This everyone is taking the time to do this. So pilgrimage, massive changes in your life, positive, positive changes. So they occur, they will occur. God steps into your life, and you step back in it. It's like, wait a second. So God stepped into my life. Yeah, and you're going to step back in your life. So God is waiting there. You're synced up. Boom. So you have to either reject God in your life or accept God. And that's the way you're going to handle things from now on. So you're like, hey, that guy's with God or he's not. I learned something or I did it. Hey, those other people with God, and I'm trying to be more with God. I learned something. You go back, you're more with God. And God is more with you. That's the purpose of a pilgrimage. So that's a real recapping. That spiritual hack takes effect, changes your life. That's the purpose of a spiritual pilgrimage. What we do, the time we spend together, that's what makes it happen. So kudos to everyone that took the time to do it, that's experiencing those changes. That's also, if you did your massive change, baptism, pilgrimage, and so on, like last year, you've been handling it for a year, then those people come, they had a lot to help the other people doing it, right? They had a lot to help them with. Hey, this is what happened with me. This is what's going on. And totally much more relaxed. You'd have no, oh my God, what's going to happen when I go to this thing, this pilgrimage thing? This, and it's next time it's more like, oh, it's my old friends. Hey, how are y'all doing? And so there's no trepidation like that. It's more like, hey, I miss you. It's wonderful. Uh, so become more like child, become more like children. Get ready to experience the end of a time loop, because if you're going into heaven and you're going to stay there and hey, I won the game, that is going to be like being a child. You'd be like, hey, I don't remember anything about heaven. I have my memory wiped last time I was here, right? I don't remember anything. Hey, this is all new. So that too will be like being a child, right? Hey, I won the game. What? I don't go back in the game. I go, what? Yes, I'm home. A child comes home. What could be better? Uh, so that means a lot of things, but also what I've seen in my work too is God watches over children. It's funny. And children are actually physically born in here. So they say, be like a child, right? I'm like a child in a way. I'm great with children and so on, but I'm never actually a baby. I'm never a baby. I've never been a baby. Never will be a baby. I love children, I love being around them. And they're so, they just came from God. So they're still in the bliss and they're exuding it. You're like, oh my God. So that's what we want to become like too. Have God in us and exude bliss. You see? So that's all I do for people, because you come to me, you got to change some structure. Once you get your structure, change the oil, throw out all the broken piece of metal, put in the new parts. Okay, now we're ticking again. Then you can go off and, oh, don't go down that. That's where you broke your whole thing last time. Don't go down there. Go over there. Uh, I keep an eye out on you if you remain connected and ask questions and so on like that. Questions, basically, almost all of them for everyone, begin to dry up because you are around me, and these are the principles of the game, and you're able to see them play out. And then you're like, actually, I don't have any questions anymore. This is basic. That's simple because it reveals God as infinite, and you can never fully understand that, but basic. The principles, the actions you should take, the reasons to do it are simple. They're not complex. Everything seemed just you couldn't figure anything out or anything like that before, but now everything's simple. God is complex, in God's machinations and in the infinite nothing here, but we're going past the nothing into the infinite everything. God is right behind this veil. And so that's where we're going to end up. So I appreciate you all taking the time to do this pilgrimage. I know it needs to happen. It's really difficult for me to hold the space to do it. It isn't easy, but I understand it's the only way to get people kind of like past the last speed bump, you know? Everyone's going to have different internal things they're holding on to that they're going to let go when they finally hang out with me a little bit. And so you let those things go, a new pattern forms based on the principles you learned, and you're able to carry on without making new karmic problems for you. And then you get out of here. So well done for everyone that had took the time to do that. Meet with your brothers and sisters on the path, young, old, of all ages who care about the truth, who came together. Very interesting group of people, very caring, very warm group. I look forward to doing it again soon. So we're going to think about becoming like a child, yes? I did hold that space for a long time. And I look forward to doing it next week, too. If there's anything else you have on your mind, I'm happy to go over it. Anything else that came up for you on pilgrimage or after or whatever, please share. Otherwise, I did not make a lot of notes for this week. I am going to recharge my batteries, hopefully, and come back so I can be a more helpful individual here, a more helpful crossing guard. Don't go crossing guard, right? The guy to cross, I crossing guard, off you go. Oh, hold it, hold it. Okay, now go across. Crossing guard. Yeah, I really want you to cross over to see God and pick up the cross and see we're limited on time and you're going to make it. All right. Y'all are the best. Okay. I really appreciate the support. It's so not easy to do this work. Was it? I had my memory wiped. I got told all this stuff by God that really people don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Is too much. But also for the very few people that had it with all the lies, they need to hear the truth. So they are helping support me and everything like that. That makes it so I can continue to do this. And that's what I'm going to do, continue to do this. So please, thanks for understanding. I need to recharge a little bit. 52 weeks a year. I'll take no weeks off, not ever. So imagine, JB. Thank you so much. Yeah, really, really appreciate you. I appreciate you too. And there's a lot to process. So we get back home and we do that. And we have our epiphany. And then we move forward and make changes. And we're patient with those around us as we do that because they didn't have no epiphany. They're just the same. And so it's our epiphany that causes change to happen in our life. So take your time, be patient with that. And I hope God, no, I know God. I know God will watch over you while you do that process. Okay. I miss you all. It's so, it's like I'm totally worn out from having summer school, but it's also the best time. It's like, yeah, beat. But it's also the greatest time. So the most wonderful time is when we get together and gather. You remember it every day of the year and everyone who came, and you miss it, you look forward to it. And it's also right after you're completely worn out. It's all that. So I look forward to see you all next time we gather. I look forward to seeing everyone else is brave enough to have a go at it next time. Uh, until next week, nothing else, anyone? Look, we're all like, man, it was great, but we're all wiped out. Okay, good. That was a good week then. All right. God bless you. And I'll see you next Sunday. Thank you for the support. Thank you, everyone. What wonderful individuals, what wonderful families you have. Had a great time. Look forward to see you soon. Okay. Love you all. Or God bless you all.